Welcome back to the Raina's channel. This is Raina. Well, them say we're sweet here, going sour, yeah. So today we're gonna give you both sweet and sour chicken. Stay tuned. All right, so let's get started. Here I have chicken breast cut up. It's actually the boneless chicken breast, and just cut it in about 3/4 inch. Is how I'm cutting it up. I'm adding all my seasoning to it. I'm adding chicken seasoning. I'm adding all-purpose seasoning. I'm adding a little salt and pepper, and I'll list the ingredients in the description box. I'm probably using about a tablespoon of all-purpose and maybe a teaspoon of the chicken seasoning directly to the chicken, and then about a teaspoon. This is actually a salt and pepper grinder, which is a salt and pepper combine, so about a teaspoon of that, so not to over salt it. And if you watch my previous chicken videos, I wash my chicken with lime, vinegar, water, so you can do the same before adding your seasoning. And as always, green seasoning is a must. Probably about a tablespoon. I'm just dabbing on there. Gonna just mix it all in and get the massage the seasoning, that everything gets fully covered. So that's what I'm doing here. And you can add different spices. I know some people, when they're doing sweet and sour chicken, they use the Chinese spices. You can do that. Sometime I have that on hand, I'll use that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna do a separate video showing you how to make the sauce, because it would have made this video too long. So that'll be my next video, so you can just go on over and see how to make the sauce. So I'm using fresh pineapple. I always have pineapple on hand because I love to juice, and sometimes I'll just juice the pineapple and have it in my refrigerator. But since I'll be needing the actual pineapple pieces for the sweet and sour recipe, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how I do a pineapple through my juicer. If you've never watched one of my juicing videos, but you can always go back and look at one of the juicing videos to see how I do a full juicing. So just taking out the core, I'm gonna juice that part so nothing goes to waste. Like we say in Jamaica, nothing on waste, nothing on dash way. All right, so everything gets used right here. So I'm gonna use half of probably about a cup of the pineapple is gonna go into my sweet and sour sauce, and then I'm gonna juice the rest because I'm gonna use the juice to make the sauce as well. All right, so this is an Omega juicer, which is a V700S series. It's actually on sale right now, so you can actually go over to my link in my bio on my Instagram. It says Omega Juicer, and I'll also put it in my description box where you can actually pick this juicer up. It's on sale right now. Sometimes you catch them 20 to 25% off. All right, so just go ahead and make sure you pick one of these up, or any of these juicers. Makes life so much easier, and it gives you fresh juice all the time. All right, look at that release of deliciousness. And I mean, if you don't want to put all of it in, I'm not going to put all of it in my sweet and sour sauce. I'm going to put down, some in my refrigerator. I usually keep it in the refrigerator in a container. Tastes so much better than buying canned juice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make the batter. This is actually the batter I'm using to make, to dip my chicken in. It's flour and milk. And like I said, I'm going to list all the ingredients in my description box. It's about 2 cups of milk and 1 cup of flour, all-purpose flour as that. And I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper in here just to give it a little flavor. Probably about a teaspoon of salt and pepper mix is what I'm putting, and I always taste as I go just to make sure. And like I said, you don't want to over salt your layers, because everything goes a long way. We're gonna you can double dip this, or you can just dip it one time to coat the chicken, and then add the flour or after. And I know some people are lactose intolerant. If you don't want to use milk, I see people use water. See, I'm tasting it just to make sure it's still good. So it's up to you. Like I said, you can use milk, or you can use water, or any other milk base. All right, so here now, this is my, this would be the end coating, which is the flour with the dry seasoning. This one stays dry. So I'm adding a tablespoon of my all-purpose seasoning. I'm adding a little bit more salt and pepper. And also I'm gonna add cornstarch. So I'm using 3 cups of flour. And for every cup I use a tablespoon of cornstarch is what I'm adding to this. So make the chicken nice and crunchy and give it that nice texture in the end. All right, so everything is ready. This chicken is seasoned. The batter is seasoned. My dry batter is also ready. All my fruits and veggies cut up. I'm gonna go ahead and put my gloves on. I can't deal with no flour in my nails. But just keeps everything nice and clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. If you wanted to, give it a double coat, you can start the other way by flour, milk, flour, just mix it up. But as long as you end on the flour note, see, I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna put some in the flour first to give it that double coat. So I'll start with the flour, then I'm gonna dip it over in the wet batter, and then I'm gonna drop it back in the flour. So that'll make everything basically giving a little double coat of everything. And if your flour and milk combination is too thick, you can always thin it out. Just add like another cup of milk, or start with half a cup, whatever you like as far as consistency. Okay, so you can just play with it, make your own modification as you go along the way. All right, so I'm gonna put it on a plate, and then I'm gonna put everything back in the container and just pour the flour over it, and that'll be the end result. So like I said, you don't have to do it this way. You can start with the liquid and then just drop it right in the flour and keep it moving. But if you want to, double coat it, you can do it this way. All right, so my process is completed the wet process is completed. So I'm just gonna add the flour, just, press on it, just make sure it sticks so you can see how, just make sure get everything nice and coated. And then we're gonna go ahead and fry it after this. And as I'm going through, if I'm finding pieces that I think needs to be cut, I got my scissors right there, and I'm clipping them in half, because sweet and sour chicken is nice when it's in like smaller pieces, but I don't like the bite size, so it's like I like mine in between. So just shift through, make sure everything is coated till everything is completed. Have your plate ready, a wire rack, get everything out, and then move on to your frying next. And I have a deep fryer, but I'm just doing everything on the stove. It's probably just about 3 cups of oil, just enough to saturate it. It's probably at 325 to 350. It's chicken breast, so I'm gonna fry it for about 10 minutes. So it's deep frying. It's gonna fry for about 10 minutes, and it's gonna be nice and golden and crunchy. And then we'll go ahead and put the sauce over it. So after a few minutes, I'm just shifting them around just to make sure they're not sticking. See, they're not ready. See, they're still kind of light, so I'm just shifting them around just to make sure they're not, you know, getting stuck on each other. So that's what I'm basically doing now. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. So everything looks nice and golden. I have my sauce off to the side going, and gonna go ahead and remove them to the oil and just continue this process until everything has been completely fried. So it's on medium heat. Nothing too high to burn it. So it's gonna be nice and crunchy and well seasoned. You don't even have to season this overnight. You can, you know, it could be a nice little midday meal. So there's a sauce, and like I said, I have a video that I'll be posting next following this one, showing you exactly how to make the sauce. And once the chicken is fried, just drop it in, toss it around, and you can let it simmer for a few more minutes. All right, and if you're enjoying these videos, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You'll be the first to know as soon as I've uploaded a next video. Go over to my Instagram and like my Instagram and turn that notification on as well. It's the RAINA'S Kitchen on IG. And as always, thanks again for watching. I will see you on the next video. Bye.